Fuck! You know what? I'm gonna leave that in. Oh, shit. Anyway. Hello, people. God damn. So, have you ever looked at something that almost looks human, but not quite, and felt an immediate, visceral discomfort? Not fear exactly, not disgust either. Just a quiet alarm going off in your head. You don't know why you feel uneasy, you just know that you don't want to get closer. That feeling has a name. It's called the uncanny valley. But what if this isn't just a feeling? What if it's not just psychological? What if it's ancient? What if it evolved because long ago, things that looked like humans weren't always human? Tonight we're exploring one of the most unsettling ideas in evolutionary psychology, the uncanny valley predator theory. So, to start things off, I'm going to show you a few images. And these images, they will get progressively more and more creepy as you look at them, okay? So, without further ado, look at some of these. Tell me, do you feel alarmed? Would you feel alarmed if you were walking down the street and you saw something that looked like this, or this, or this, even? If so, that's the uncanny valley theory. It looks human, but it doesn't feel human. Whether it be a nose that's just too long to be human, or eyes that are sunk deep into the sockets that don't even stare at you. They stare through you. That's the uncanny valley theory. The uncanny valley is a concept first proposed in 1970 by a Japanese roboticist named Mashiro Mori. He noticed something strange. As robots become more and more human-like, people generally like them more, up to a point. Then suddenly, our comfort drops off a cliff. A hyper-realistic robot, a lifelike doll, a digital face with just slightly wrong eyes. Instead of empathy, we feel dread. That drop is called the valley. Traditionally, this reaction has been explained in a few ways. Fear of death, or corpses even. Discomfort with disease or deformity. Cognitive overload when something breaks expectations. But none of these explanations fully answer one question. Why does this reaction feel so automatic? Why does it bypass logic and go straight to instinct? The predator theory suggests that something far more primal is out there. It argues that the uncanny valley is not a bug in our physiology. It's a feature, a survival mechanism even. Shit, I'm fucking getting goosebumps doing this shit, dude. Fuck. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm back. I needed water because I felt like SpongeBob in that one episode where he went into Sandy's house without the fucking, little glass dome on his head. Anyway. According to this idea, our ancestors evolved to be very wary of things that looked human but behaved wrong. Because in deep evolutionary history, those things weren't dangerous. The theory proposes that early humans may have coexisted with other hominid species, intelligent predators that mimicked humans, or diseased, hostile, or mentally unstable individuals. Hold on. Anyway, failing to recognize the difference that these species may have had. Son of a bitch! Hold on. Again. Okay, I muted my TV because I keep getting messages. Fuck. I don't even remember where I was at. I think this is the least cut video I've ever done. Anyway, in nature, predators often evolve to exploit the recognition systems. Some insects mimic leaves. Some snakes mimic less dangerous species. The closer the mimicry, the more dangerous the deception. Now imagine a predator that didn't mimic food, but instead mimicked you. Something that walked upright, had a face like yours, made familiar sounds, but moved slightly wrong, stared way too long into your soul, smiled without emotion. Your ancestors who ignore that feeling didn't pass on their genes. The ones who backed away survived. Modern uncanny reactions focus heavily on three things: eyes, facial expressions, movement. Why? Because those are the hardest things to fake. Even today, predators give themselves away through micro movements. Unnatural stillness, delayed reactions, jerky motion. Your brain didn't consciously analyze these details. The amygdala, your threat Anyway, sorry about my little outburst there. Okay, the amygdala, your threat detection system, that does it for you, and it reacts before logic has time to intervene. That's why the uncanny valley feels irrational. It's older than reason. For most of human history, we were not alone. Neanderthals, Denisovans, possibly others we haven't discovered yet. They looked similar, but not identical. Different skull shapes, different facial proportions, different behaviors. Competition for resources, violence, interbreeding. Recognizing who was truly human mattered. The predator theory suggests that the uncanny valley may be a lingering sensitivity to those differences. Not racism, not cultural bias, but a deep biological pattern recognition system asking, is this one of us or not? Think about the things that trigger uncanny feelings today. Wax figures, mannequins, human masks, corpses. All of them represent humans that don't behave like humans. A corpse looks human, but doesn't move. A mask looks human, but hides intention. A doll looks human, but has no inner life. To an ancient brain, these were signs of danger, disease, deception, death. Better to recoil than investigate. Even infants show uncanny reactions. They stare longer at distorted faces. They avoid unnatural expressions. No culture required. No learning necessary. And now we see the same responses with AI-generated humans. Deep fake faces, virtual influencers, hyper-realistic NPCs. The technology improves, and the valley deepens. Our brains keep saying something is wrong. Critics argue that the predator theory is speculative. There's no fossil record of human mimicking predators, no direct evidence of monsters in the trees, and yes, that's true. But evolution rarely leaves clean explanations. Psychological adaptations often survive long after the original threat disappears. We still fear the dark. We still fear snakes. We still fear being watched. Even when nothing is there, whether or not the predator theory is real or not, it reveals something important. We are not as modern as we think. Our minds are layers. Civilization on top, instincts underneath. The uncanny valley reminds us that perception evolved for survival, not truth. And sometimes our fear doesn't need a reason. So the next time you feel that quiet discomfort when something looks at you, maybe it's best to just back away. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go cry now because I'm scared. Dude, I fucking went to get my refill of water. It was dark in my house. I swear I saw a fucking figure in my fucking living room. It was scary as hell. I am not the courageous type. I'm a fucking pussy. I'm the type of little motherfucker who would walk into a dark room and turn the light on. And then when I'm trying to go back to my room, but I don't want to waste the electricity bill, I turn the light off and fucking run. I don't fucking just run. I sprint my little ass down the hallway. That's how fucking scared I am. Okay? Plus, I mean, I do live in an area that I had an experience in which I can... Oh boy. Oh. Maybe, just maybe, I'll post a 4th video today. Because I already have 3 videos planned. This video you're watching now, a video about the dark forest theory, which completely solves the Fermi paradox. Of course, my Fallout playthrough, because I've been doing that too. And then maybe I can share my little experience in this crazy ass town.